human. Play, Damjat, human.
Hello again, my lovelies. Pirate Scum Gaming here, and tonight I am going to be talking about my ground mine layer build. Yes, at long last I am bringing this to you. So without further delay, let's go ahead and take a look at this very, very powerful build. Okay, first up, let's take a look at the kit modules I'm using. First up, Mud's Time Device from the Discovery reputation. This helps with kit cooldown and works in harmony with Adapt. Adapt is the engineering/science version of motivation. So long as Mud's Time Device is active, you can infinitely spam Adapt, thus cooling down your remaining your other kit modules. Adapt is also useful for help keeping you alive because it adds temporary immunity to incoming damage. And in the Bug Hunt Elite run that I did, this helps keep me immune from the damage from the bug splooge that pops up. Next up, Collective Will, also available from the Exchange or the Infinity Lockbox. This deals primarily electrical damage, and as you will see on the parts, this is my #1 damage source. This hits very, very hard and it hits multiple targets. Engineering Kit Module, Cronton Mine Barrier. This is the heart and soul of this build. These mines do a hell of a lot of damage. And the nice thing about these mines, you can buff them via duty officers, and I'll show you that here momentarily. Next up, Cloaked Mine Barrier. This is from the Gamma reputation. This recreates a few of the cloaked mines that the Jemadar NPCs use against you. And these also hit very hard. And last but certainly not least, Ball Lightning from the Rising Event Store. This creates several Ball Lightning entity pets that deal massive, massive electrical damage. And you will see that in the parse coming up. Next is the Rising Kit from the Summer Store. This is the first one that they came out with, not the second one. The second one is not very good. This is the one you want, but beware. Before you upgrade it, re-engineer it, because once you upgrade it, you can't re-engineer it. Next up is Burnham CQC Armor. This is also from the Discovery reputation. Adds a nice bits of physical, kinetic, and energy damage resistance. Adds some crit chance, nice amount of crit severity. Also physical damage, and also run speed. And run speed is important Bug Hunt Elite because you need to get to that next stage very quickly. Next is the Nakul Temporal Operative Personal Shield. This is from the Temporal Front mission. And the reason you're using this is the Nakul 2-piece, also the Time Slip ability, which creates those Nakul distortions that your enemy will target while you're healing. So let's go take a look at that 2-piece. There we go. Agent's Training, plus a little bit of crit chance and a lot of crit severity, 30%. And for this particular run, I chose to use the Omega Force Tetron Auto Carbine because I think it looks cool. I like it. It's a really cool looking gun. And the fact that the full auto sweep does quite a bit of damage and it hits a lot of targets, and the way the bugs are in Bug Hunt Elite, they do clump up, so it's easy to hit all of them. Secondary weapon is in the Nakul Temporal Operative Assault. I'm just using this for the 2-piece. Also, the Gambling Device for devices. This is from the Lobby Store, or you can buy it on the Exchange. I highly recommend you get it. Next up is the Bioengineered Furiodon. This is available in the Phoenix Store. This was an event reward from some time ago. This is a pretty decent ground combat pet. Also, the Nanopulse Wartarg. This is also an event reward. This is also a very good ground combat pet. I've seen this guy one-shot people. And next is the miniaturized Elachi Walker. This is probably the best combat pet you could ever hope to have. This was an event reward, and this thing just absolutely tears up enemies on ground. And last but not least, large kit overbooster from your kit R&D. As you can see, the reason we're using this is the kit performance. Because, as you know, on ground, kit performance is king. Alright, Specializations, Temporal Operative, and Commando for the kit cooldown reduction. Also, Commando has some pretty neat things. It has this resilient power cells, which helps cool down the secondary fire mode of your weapon. And during that bug hunt elite, that does come into play quite often, because I do rely on that secondary fire mode to hit as many targets as I possibly can. At least the ones that my kits are not destroying. Also, you have Quick Draw. This is the kit cooldown ability reduction. And this is pretty cool if you can ever time it right. Wrecking Ball. You do a forward roll, pops a mine behind you, and, well, stuff goes boom. Alright, let's take a look at some traits. Alright, we have Creative for kit performance, Field Technician for kit readiness, Hive Mind. This is from the Exchange or the Infinity Lockbox. 2% bonus all damage per teammate in 20 meters. 5 team members times 2% bonus damage as 10% bonus all damage. Next up, Dulce et Decorum Est, also from the Infinity Lockbox. Again, 10% bonus all damage. Self-modulating shots. This is the ground version of self-modulating fire. Pretty self-explanatory. Also, upgraded gear. This is from the Far From Home lockbox. Kit performance on defeating a foe stacks up to 50. This is very, very good. You should be getting, if you're not running this, you're doing yourself a huge disservice. Also, if you're not running this one, you're doing yourself a big disservice. Technophile. This is the level 15 trait from your kit R&D. So I highly recommend you guys get your kit R&D done as quickly as possible to unlock this powerful trait. Also from the Infinity Lockbox, Orbital Devastation. This turns an engineer's orbital strike into an orbital chasing beam. So literally your orbital strike will run down an enemy. This is really cool. Adaptive Offense. Again from the Infinity Lockbox. Crit chance becomes crit severity during repeated critical hits, and believe me, you will be doing plenty of repeated critical hits with your mines. And lastly, we have Space Explorer is a great gig. This is from the Lobby store. This was a recent addition. Kit performance equal to 20% of kit readiness. So yeah, this is excellent. You really need to be running this one. Whenever there's a Lobby sale, I highly recommend getting this. Okay, we need ground reputation. We have miniaturized chronocapacitor from your temporal reputation. That's 9.4% kit module ability recharge speed. Next up, personal energy amplifier. Kit-based skills deal a little over 6% bonus damage. This is from your Iconian rep. From the Dyson rep, we have deadly aim. Pretty self-explanatory. Also self-explanatory is vanquish. And last, we have lethality from the New Romulus rep. 5% critical hit chance. And for my active ground rotation, I am using one little ship, calling yourself a little mini runabout. From that one mission, from that one episode of DS9, it does okay damage. It's a pretty cool little thing to call in, a little extra help. Piezoelectric perimeter snare. 10% chance to expose. I like to see it. Also, minus 60% run speed. So basically, it pretty much ties down whatever target it's caught in. So yeah, this is very good. Next up is Medical Nanite Cloud. This is a very good heal, as is Defiance. And last we have Concussive Tech Animation. I like this one because it looks cool. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at our duty officers here. Okay, we have Falconer, that he is from the Phoenix lockbox. He was an event reward from some time ago. I basically have him here just because he deals damage to the Borg whenever I do Borg TFOs, but he also is good for space. Next up is the Automated Personnel Unit, also from the Phoenix box. Doubles chance to expose target. You have Pladu here, my security officer. Your Chronoton Mine Barrier has a chance to hold targets in place. This is basically giving you the same ability that the Herodian have with their mines. I have Assad, my Assault Squad officer, chance for stacking crit chance buff on firing ranged weapons. And that Omega Auto Carbine does qualify for a ranged weapon. It's good for knocking out the alarm bugs on Bug Hunt Elite, as well as taking care of the flyers, because those guys are nothing but a pain in the butt. I have my Romulan Transporter Officer here. This is from the Fleet Embassy. Recharge time of ground combat pet devices and consumables decreases. This allows me to use my combat pets more often and be able to spam out that large kit overbooster a lot more often. And my Suliban Explosive Expert, whose name I'm not even going to try to pronounce. Chance to disable weapons with Chronoton Mines. So yeah, so you can see those Chronoton Mines, you can buff them pretty good. I'm not disappointed there. Alright, now that auto carbine. Boom. This thing is pretty cool, huh? That's why I like using it. Hey, you gotta look cool while you're killing the enemy, man. That's just how it is. Alright. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into that Bug Hunt Elite. After that, we'll have a Parse Explanation. So, I will catch you on the flip side. Okay, let's take a look at this parse. That was a hell of a run. I'm pretty sure there's not one bug left alive on that planet. And you're probably wondering, how was I moving around as fast as I was? Well, that is a tactical kit module called Motion Accelerator. And the more people use it, the faster you go. And a couple of different people were using that particular kit module during that run, which allowed me to move around that map like I'm a madman. There is one thing you gotta be careful with that thing. You have to be able to control yourself, because it is quite possible to run up a wall like Sonic the Hedgehog. And then you get stuck, and then it screws the run. So, word of warning about that. Anyway, I am, of course, at James Bryce. Joining me on this bug extermination event was at Mikey213, also known as Mad Dog Mikey Games. He is a brand new Twitch streamer, my tongue stops working, as well as YouTube content creator. Go check him out. Smash that subscribe button like it owes you money. Click the like, ring the bell. That way you get notified when Mikey drops none of his awesome videos. Also check him out on Twitch. He's been streaming at least a couple of times during the week. He's brand new. Go show him some love and tell him Pirate Scum Gaming sent you. Also on the run was Victoria Thalen, who is also a Stowe streamer on Twitch. Go check her out. She's a lot of fun. Also, we have Megalodonius. This guy, there's not anything this guy can't do. Megala is probably one of the best players in the game. He's a hell of a ground tank. He's a hell of a nanny. He does just amazing things. And I can't put him over enough. And last but certainly not least, we have Big Papa Tart here, who is also a Stowe streamer. Go check him out on Twitch. Big Papa Tart. He's fun. He's funny. He's awesome. So, yeah, go check these guys out. And like I said, tell them Pirate Scum Gaming sent you. So let's go ahead and take a look at the combat analysis here. Okay, we have my max 1 hit. Collective Will, there it is. Like I said, max 1 hit, 19k. Also, we have here the Cloaked Mine Barrier. Again, hits like a truck, guaranteed. And again, here's my other mine, Cronton Mine Barrier damage. This did almost 13k. So yeah, I'd say this is a pretty successful build with this mine, the ground mine layer. Of course, we have my orbital chasing beam here. This did okay. Another one. Here's another cloaked mine barrier damage. It did fairly decent. Full auto sweep and bolt burst from my weapon. More mine damage. Electrical burns. There's ball lightning, but let me show you this. According to this, my pets had over 400 attacks. Let me introduce you to my pets. Ball lightning. Plenty of ball lightning. That ball lightning's everywhere and it hits hard. Okay, so overall, this was a very successful build. I did 3.41k in just it really wasn't a full nannied run. I could do a lot better on a full nannied run. But just me hanging out with just some friends, going killing some bugs. Yeah, this build just absolutely knocked it out of the park. I highly recommend you guys, if you have an engineering toon, set yourself up a ground mine layer. Duh. Brain stops working. Set yourselves up a ground mine layer. You will not be sorry with the results. So that being said, this has been Pirate Scum Gaming, and you guys know the drill. If you like this and any of my other content, hit the like button, smash that subscribe button like it owes you money, and ring the bell. That way you'll be notified when I drop more of my great build videos or any other content I put out. It helps with the YouTube algorithm. It helps promote my channel. And with that being said, like we always say here at Pirate Scum Gaming, don't go by the book, think like a pirate. And I'll catch you next time.
Like all Starfleet, you talk and you talk, but you have no gramba.